There she goes. I did nothing, and it decided to change the mic on me. Now there's audio. There we go. What's up, brothers and sisters? Onyeka, Mithridites, Astro. I saw Misadventures in Astro was here. John Klopp. Who else? TMKDK. What's up, guys? What is up? Man. Oh, I like the little puppy dog emotes. Those are adorable. Yeah, let me just kind of click on some things here. I literally was setting up completely until like right at the last second. I got her going. You have clouds. It's a bummer. We're gonna have clouds tonight. I should be good for a couple of hours. It's not. I mean, it's not really great conditions. Not really great seeing. I think it'll be okay for what we need to do. And yeah, I might be able to go till about 11. So we'll see. We shall see. The telescope is outside. Trong, how are you? What's up, man? Glad to have you here. So, let me bring that up. The telescope is outside. And, technically first light was last night. And there's a bit of a story about that. I had kind of a major fuck up. And for some reason, I have to sign into this. One of these days, I'm going to build my own security camera thing. Enter recovery email. No, I don't want a recovery email. Just let me log into my account. What? God damn it, Google. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. We got a little while until it gets, fully dark. Anyways, the security camera still shows color outside, which means there's still kind of quite a lot of light. So probably about at least a half hour. So, oh, the home lab stuff. Yeah, no, I just want I've actually installed and I've used some there's open source, free security camera software. I just need a machine, a computer to run it, right? And so I don't have to so I don't have to have Google literally in my fucking apartment watching everything I do. What time is there? It is 7:43 p.m. Onyeka. So we've got another half hour till it gets, I don't know, maybe not quite a half an hour till it's dark enough to see stars. We were trying to bring up security cam. Security cam. There it is. Look at that. There's the new telescope out there. It's almost 12 here. Yeah. How about that? So, I got a bunch of new stuff. I got the new telescope, the 6-inch. The other night, I didn't stream it, but the other night I got data from the stock GSO telescope, which it's this really nice tube. I mean, it's kind of a shame. It's a nice white paint job on this tube here, and I have no use for this anymore. So I will donate this to somebody if I don't know if you can make use of it. I can't. So anyways, so I had got data the other night, and the idea was kind of do a before and after comparison. So hopefully we can get a similar amount of data on the same target last night, right? So hopefully tonight we can get a similar amount of data as the other night with the stock GSO focuser, and I shot, I think, an ideal target for comparison, and that was M44, the Beehive cluster. Ideal target because it's in a great spot in the night sky now to shoot. But also, it's a bunch of bright stars. And this is kind of what we're using as the benchmark for comparison, right? So, ish. The pure extension could use some work to be a bit more solid. And the mount's okay. The wedge is not that great. It's really pushing it. But it worked really well the other night with the GSO scope. So, for those of you who are not maybe not in the know, if you're just joining, for the last, I don't know, a couple weeks here, on the stream we've been designing and building and then like all last week I was building a 6-inch imaging Newtonian, similar to the DBS 114, just scaled up. Weight difference between the two, only 200 grams heavier. Mine is only 200 grams heavier, but it has a lot more features. So here's the CAD. There's a major fuck up with this design too that maybe we'll talk about later, but so I kind of need to redo the CAD. I was able to make it work for the scope, but so 6-inch f4, and so the idea was I bought a stock GSO 6-inch, and these are okay. And honestly, the images that I got out of it were pretty okay, but there's some limitations. And so I stripped out the optics, and this is just a tube now, and I put the optics in my version. We can remake it. Yes. So, why is that? What's up, Zach, by the way? How are you? Good to see that you were able to get some data the other night. So there's the CAD, and it is now assembled and built and outside. There it is. Look at that. Doesn't it look great? And so beehive cluster. So I shot the beehive cluster with the stock GSO Newtonian. And we look at the star shapes. And so I'm going to shoot the same thing tonight. And, fingers crossed, this will be improved, right? So what are we looking for? So first of all, notice like on these really bright stars over here, see there's kind of on the diffraction spikes, we get this like splitting, like a double diffraction spike, right? See these like two, and that's from the secondary vein being twisted a little bit. When this scope arrived, the nuts that hold tension on the secondary spider veins were actually loose, and probably could have complained to Agena Astro about that, because they claim they import these things from Taiwan, and they claim they go through them and check collimation and stuff. So either that they didn't do that, or it came loose, because all four of those nuts, the secondary was loose in there. So when I tightened it up, the veins are twisted, and that's kind of a limitation in the design, that the veins can become twisted like that. And that can actually happen over time just from adjusting the main collimation screws. And it's really difficult to get it realigned once it comes out of alignment. So that's kind of the main thing. And so overall, the diffraction spikes aren't that sharp. And then the other thing is just looking at the stars here, we have all this diffraction fanning going on around in between the main diffraction spikes. We have these, and you actually kind of can see like, there's a spike, there's a spike, there's a spike, there's a spike, kind of a spike, kind of a spike. So just overall kind of messy stars. And so hopefully that's improved. And diffraction spikes are sharper, and this all this diffraction is more limited, and hopefully less or none of it. And I still haven't found a way to make the camera not go to sleep mode on me, even though I do have an AC adapter now, which I forgot to plug in. It's been a little while since I've streamed. So, that's what we'll be looking at. We should be able to shoot the same target. It's just now starting to get dark. My camera switched to black and white mode. Mimi37DK, hello, good evening. First time chatter, thanks for being here. I'm just looking at an image from the other night. And we're going to shoot the same thing with the new scope tonight, and hopefully everything is everything is good. Hopefully everything's good. So let me load up the remote desktop here. I already collimated the scope. Collimation's good. My collimation screws and mechanisms for collimating works pretty well. I'm pleased with that. A little bit not sure about some of the things that I designed, like the way the secondary mirror holder works and the way the mirror cell goes together. I'm not quite confident in that yet. We'll see. Oh, cool. You, yeah, low bass guy. He's a good guy. He always gives me shout outs whenever I pop in his chat there. I try to join his streams every time that I can. Yeah, cool, Mimi. Yeah, so yeah, we'll be doing some imaging tonight. Let me whoops, not that. Oh, somehow this got smallified. Okay, so let's connect. Other thing, I have like 3 other new things. Other new thing is I've upgraded Astro cameras. I now have a proper cooled camera. Very excited about that. I bought the Player One Uranus C Pro, whereas I previously had the regular Uranus C, which is non-cooled. So pretty much the same images that I'm used to, but now I have a proper cooler. And just from this first night of imaging the other night with it, I could already see quite a difference, quite an improvement from the cooler. So I'm quite excited about that. Yeah, so yeah, I have my old camera for sale if anybody's interested in that. Hit me up in the DMs. So let's unpark the mount. Other new thing is I also bought a new guide camera. I bought the Uranus C series guide camera. So I have a proper mono guide camera. And it seemed like just switching to the mono guide camera, my guiding improved quite a bit. So I previously had a color guide camera, which I knew is not ideal. I don't know why I bought a color camera. Yeah, anyways. So let's see. I think I do need to set... And I also have a new guide scope. I have a little bit longer, a larger diameter and longer focal length guide scope. And I think somewhere in... Whoa. Oh, that was an airplane. Okay. So I will have to run calibration on the guide scope, but not yet. I thought there was a way. I thought you needed to specify the focal length of the guide scope, but I'm not seeing that in the settings. Camera specific, guiding. Oh, focal length. Oh, there it is. I probably can't. Yeah, probably can't change that setting while it's. Yeah, guiding focal length. 180 millimeters is the focal length on that one. Okay. Yeah, I think so. So we'll see. So I have new guide scope and guide camera. So my guiding should be improved. I think I have it in focus. Might need to tweak the focus on it. Yeah, okay. Mount is unparked. Let's go ahead and just take a 2-second exposure, see if we can see stars. Not sure if it's dark enough yet. No, also maybe just grossly out of focus. So I may need to go out and yeah, manually get the focus. Yeah, not quite dark enough yet. I'm gonna wait another maybe 15 minutes on that, and then we'll take a look. I also may have to I may have to bounce for like 5 or 10 minutes, and you did just change the focal length. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I may have to go meet up with somebody for like 10 minutes. I printed some apart for somebody. I gotta drop it off. You know, I don't know. We'll see if he actually messages me. So when he gets here. I am Mark Lewis. Welcome, Mark Lewis. Yes, I'm using predictive PEC for the RA algorithm for guiding. It's probably too small on the screen to read that, but Yeah, for the right ascension axis, use predictive PEC. That's, yes. I guess that's generally recommended. Let me find my power cable. There it is. You can read it. Okay, good. I gotta turn the camera off for a second. I'm still here, even though it shows what looks like my camera's frozen. And changing from the battery to AC adapter. If I close this, then maybe, yeah, that'll go away. So now at least it doesn't look like my camera's frozen. Although you can't see anything, nothing going on. Turn that back on. Give me just one more second here. I get this sorted out right now. Oh, that probably needs to be plugged in. Ah, weird. Needs to be plugged in to work. We'll see. I'm excited. I think that, yeah, just the monochrome camera. So the other night I had the mono camera on my previous guide scope set up. And that seemed to be that was like a, I don't know, 20 to 30% improvement. So now I have longer focal length and larger aperture. This is a 50 millimeter guide scope instead of a 30 millimeter. So bigger aperture, should be able to see more stars, should be able to see the stars better. Everything should be more better, right? So yeah, so we'll see how that works out. And the guiding was pretty accurate with the GSO Newtonian. So, yeah, if it's even better, then that's great. I was only shooting 2-minute exposures the other night, and they were working really well. Pretty consistent at 2 minutes. So, you know, hoping to get a little bit better than that. Okay, we can turn that off. And yeah, that's rolling. I can probably slew the camera. I should probably just do that. Yeah, I'll just slew to not quite zenith, but closer to zenith. And I still don't have a counterweight on the mount. And I'm thinking I may help, but we'll see about that. And let's see, we're gonna guide. So I'm gonna point towards the zenith, which is what I always do. There we go. And you can see the tree bouncing around back there. So it's a bit windy tonight. I think it's going to be kind of on and off like that until the clouds roll in. So it's going to be not ideal. Hopefully it's good enough. Towards the zenith here, it'll be a bit darker. Maybe we can see some stars. My focus is going to be off by quite a bit. So I probably will need to go out there and hand focus it. All right, let's do another 2-second exposure. There we go. There's some stars there now. Well, not too far out. That's good. Probably not quite dark enough yet to get a polar alignment. So let me take a quick break then, and I'll use the bathroom. I'll re-up my water, and I'll run a Twitch ad here, and then it's going to start in 26 seconds anyway, so I'm just going to run right now. I'll be back in a minute. Tucson Liqueur, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. So yeah, the guide scope too is I did another little kind of tricky thing. It's actually not a guide scope, it's a finder scope. But, you know, I mean, they're basically the same thing. Let's see if I search for GSO Newtonian. Show you what I'm talking about here. This is still $400, by the way. So this is the scope, you know, that I bought and that I stripped for parts. And so it comes with this little 50mm finder scope right here. So what's cool is, I mean, a finder scope is just a guide, it's the same thing as a guide scope, really. But it has this little plastic eyepiece on the end. So I just took the eyepiece off, and somebody already designed it. I found it on Thingiverse. If I Google search, I can find it again. Just a 3D printed adapter, so I could put the camera in the back end of there. And so that's how I have a 50mm guide scope now. So, cool story, bro. I do have a chroma corrector, John Klopp. Yes, I'm using since we're at Agena Astro, I am using the Sharpstar 2-inch 0.95x reducer / chroma corrector. Whoops, you can't see that. So I'm using this chroma corrector here. It's fairly good from what I understand. And I as long as I have everything else set up correctly and collimated, like, I'm pretty sure I don't have chroma. Like, I mean, I have pretty small field of view with a small image sensor, so that helps. But yeah, I think this works pretty well. I've seen some other reviews of it that looked like it was, you know, $218 is not cheap, but it's far from the most expensive chroma corrector out there also. So yeah, well, that's what I've got going. So, and I also have a UV IR filter. So let's, I'm gonna pop outside. I think it's certainly dark enough at least to get the scope in focus. And get the scope in focus and start working on. That's on the low end. Yeah, basically. Anything under $200, anything around $200 is low end, right? Okay, so I'm going to pop outside and get the focus and see if I can get the 3-point polar alignment started. And then we'll, yeah, so I'll be on the headset mic. Which is, I keep forgetting to set that up so I can... This mic, right? Yep, okay. That mic, let's see. Let's see, let's connect. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'll be outside. So don't see me out there. Hopefully this wind backs off. And yeah, it's probably still too bright to try to get a 3-point polar alignment. Yeah, I'll probably need to wait a bit on that, but I can get it in focus. So yeah. Let's see. Let's slew it a bit to the west some more. So I'm pointing a little bit more up. Maybe a bit more north. Whoops, actually south. A little chilly out here tonight too. It's that breeze. And so my strategy for getting rough focus is I disengage my focus motor. Take the focus motor off. And I can just let it dangle. And then I'll just do looping 2-second exposures. And then I just manually adjust the focus. And see if the donuts get smaller, and they do. And then I can look at the HFR measurement.
Let's see, I'm at 4.59, so I'm close to focus. 4.5. A little bit more. .49. It looks like that's pretty close. 5.6, yeah, that was 4. Interesting that it's 4.9. I thought it was. 5.5. .83, yeah, okay, yeah, 4.2, yeah, that's pretty close. Okay, close enough that I can do an autofocus routine run on it. Yeah, a little bit out of round stars there. That could be the seeing, or the wind is just blowing the scope here. Yeah, we may be struggling with the wind tonight, unfortunately. There we go. Okay. All right. Let me pop back inside. It is a little chilly out there. I might have to put some pants on. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Stuff can cost more than a Jeep.
Yeah, with astronomy, I mean, you could spend a few $100s, you could spend a few $1 billion, right? So, yeah, I'll come inside. We'll run the autofocus from inside because it is a little chilly out there. I could put some long pants and a sweatshirt on, I suppose. Super early and missed the intro. Is this the guts of the purchase one? Yes, it is. Yep. So the other night I shot this image with the stock GSO telescope, and we're going to try to recreate this, and hopefully it looks better. I think the wind's going to be a problem tonight, so but we'll we'll see what we get. We'll see. We'll do all we can do is what we can do, you know. So we're going to run the autofocus. Start autofocus. Yeah, that is reflected in the forecast, the wind, in the seeing conditions in the atmospheric forecast, and it shows it calming down by 9. So we may have to wait, But between 9 and like 11, it's like somewhere between 9 and 11. It's going to be like my 2-hour window here. So no, not believing. Yeah. We'll see what we can get. And it's, it's a bigger scope, so it's a bigger, wind sail, a lot more drag, a lot more wind susceptible. So, yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Yep. Yeah, I saw your forecast. Our forecasts looked the same. So yeah, this is like good time to be at Mount Pinos because the marine layer, Mount Pinos is above the marine layer, so the marine layer blocks all the light pollution from LA. So it's a lot darker up there apparently. Our friend Dan is up there. He was going to head up to Mount Pinos tonight. And I was I was a little bit tempted, I should say, but I'm like, no, I gotta stay. I can't, I might have to take things apart and drive all the way up there with an untested scope, What's up, Star Traveler? How's it going? Okay, so let's see. Estimated final HFR 2.3. Okay. Yeah. Why did this? Oh, this thing is. I really the Nina user interface. The fact that you can drag things around is great, but sometimes I accidentally move docks around. I really wish it had like a lock the user interface feature so you don't accidentally drag these tabs around. That would be a really nice feature. And yeah, okay, now we got good stars here. Let's shoot a 5-second exposure. Although we're gonna be not polar aligned at all. Oh man, that's a bummer. And yeah, 5-second exposure looks pretty good. I think that diffraction spike looks pretty sharp. Only a 5-second exposure. Definitely have some vignetting going on. Let's try the polar alignment. It might not be dark enough to get reliable image solutions, but we'll give her a try. Oh, we got the first one. I want to go to Grandview so bad. Got the second one. All right, I think we're going to be in business here with polar alignment time. Exposing and solving. Boom, bada bing. Okay, I'll be outside. Let me change my mic over. The camera's going to go to sleep. And I should probably just hide that. There we go. Yeah, I'll just hide the camera. Because if somebody comes on the stream and they see the camera showing ZZZ, they might think I'm away or something. So, I don't want...
We don't want to lose out on people. Oh yeah, Grandview is the best spot. I mean, we've been talking it up, and I just yeah, I might have some other stuff going on next month that might make that difficult. I don't know. There's stuff can't really talk about. But okay, we have. Oh my gosh, my azimuth! I put this thing down to less than an arc minute. Altitude is just off by 22 arc minutes. All right, 13 arc minutes and altitude. Azimuth error is 30 seconds of error, altitude at 13 minutes. So just really kind of got to sneak up on that a little bit at a time. I think I've finally learned the trick to adjusting the altitude on this wedge. I have to always approach it from one direction. And if I overshoot, then I have to go back and then keep approaching it from that same direction. That would definitely be, if I could have one quality of life improvement to my whole astrophotography system right now. Oh, it would definitely be a better wedge, because just not only adjusting it would be better, but just being more rigid, especially with the heavier load like I have on there right now. Okay, we're down to 3 arc minutes of error, so getting close. I always try to get it to under 30 seconds of error, 30 arc seconds of error or less. I think that's a pretty reasonable number to get to. From what I've heard, under 1 arc minute is acceptable, but yeah, I don't know. Seems like I can regularly get it to 30 seconds or less, so might as well keep doing that, you know? Maybe I'm splitting hairs, wasting time. Doesn't need to be that accurate. I don't know. Very close now. 51 seconds in altitude error. $32 seconds, just a little tiny little bit. 3 seconds in azimuth error. 2 seconds, come on. Oh, there we go. 6 seconds of total error. I will call that good. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay, now I need to calibrate the guide. Need to do guiding, auto guiding calibration. All right, I'm still here, folks. I'm still here. I'm still here. Turn on. There we go. I'm still here. Hey, what's up, Augustin Hiva? You're from Chile. Awesome, dude. Right on. Right on. Is the rotator installed in well? No, I kind of abandoned the rotator project. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, Alejandro. Yeah. That the AM5 has a similar problem. There's actually kind of a couple things going on. Doesn't count unless you post a 000 screenshot. I'll Photoshop that. I will Photoshop that. Let me switch to the better mic.
Trying to do too many things at a time. So I have the new guide scope on there, so I need to no mic. No, I got you. I'm on it. I have to like change the mic source when I change mics. You know, it's kind of a thing. Yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do is on PhD, I'm going to do guide calibration assistant, and then I'm gonna hit slew, and we will see the telescope slew. So it goes and it moves over. I'm pretty sure the lack of rigidity in that wedge, the wedge that I'm using, causes the polar alignment to shift a bit every time I slew the telescope. Yeah, it's a configuration thing. I know I can do, Myth. It's just I have never done it, and I keep saying one of these days I'll do it. Maybe tonight will be the night once we get set up here. Okay, we are calibrating. So we slewed and we're calibrating. So maybe we can watch that. Watch that excitement. So far, so good, I guess. Yeah, OBS Studio is one of those things that's like, there's so many ways you can do things, and like, it's great that you have that amount of configuration, but you have to actually like do it. It's not necessarily trivial to set that up. I basically have the one audio source, and then I have to go to the properties on that source and then change which mic it looks at, rather than just having like two separate mics and one and then the other. You know, so it's a couple more clicks to get to that setting. Yeah, it's one of those things that can be kind of a mess. I mean, it's great for what it does, and then it's free. Open source software is amazing. You know, for any type of streamer, any streaming, that we have that as a resource. Well, that's calibrating. I will cool the camera. I had a problem with the cooler the other night too. And we're guiding. Calibration was good. Guiding is actively using new calibration. All right. And it's actually starting out looking pretty good. But I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to clear those results. And gosh, we're like almost ready to rock and roll here. Oh, you were streaming DCS World? Right on. Oh, yeah, right on. Yeah, right on. Shoot a 5-second exposure here real quick. That star looks pretty round. Yeah, buddy. What's up, Gold? How are you? Glad to have you here. We're doing some astrophotography tonight with my new telescope. And what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the exact same image as the other night, M44. I need to go File and Load Image. And here, Nina captures. Starting to amass kind of a library here. M44. Oh, nice. I have a really nice stick from WinWing. Let's see. Let's just make a sequence. I think we're ready to go here. I did a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Really love Microsoft Flight Simulator, the newer version. One thing I need to learn is the strategy of cooling the camera. Like when you're gonna want that in your Nina sequence. Like where, like do you want to cool it and then slew to the target, or like do you just manually cool it? I haven't kind of figured that out yet. For now, I'm just gonna manually cool. And we will loop until time. And that time will be 11. I think the clouds are going to come in 11:30. We'll do 11:30 on the time, but we'll just shut it off once we start getting clouds in there. Start the cooler when you start Nina. Yeah, got it. I had another issue, which if maybe someone will remind me, we'll circle back to. I don't want to lose my train of thought here. Okay, so we're going to slew center, rotate, run autofocus, start guiding, meridian flip if it needs to, autofocus if it needs to, and we're going to dither every 3 exposures, and we're going to shoot 60-second exposures. I'm going to -10, Zach. So I built, when I got the camera, it was cloudy, so I just built a library of dark frames, and they're all at -10. So yeah, mine's actually almost at temp right now. So let's run the sequence. So we're going to M44, the beehive cluster. And I'm going to have to go outside and rotate the camera. And I'm actually just going to go do that right now. So let me... hopefully this is the last time switching mics.
-10 is your default? Okay, yeah. I figure that's like... I mean, you know, I've done enough reading and stuff from various sources, so it seems like that's a common temperature to have it to be at. So I'm gonna pop outside here. What's the box in front of the camera on the image train? That's the filter drawer. If you're talking about my, assuming you're talking about my imaging train. Okay, so don't trip over cables. And we need 18.21 degrees anti-clockwise, which is always backwards. 18, always backwards for me. 18 degrees, hit OK. Let's see, hopefully we're still good on the focus. Exposing. Oh, I overshot it by 8 degrees. Okay, rock and roll. We're in business here. We're in business. We're at temperature. We're at target. We're going to be rocking and rolling very soon here. Rocking and rolling. Oh, that I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, good mic now, right? Good mic. I purposely turned the camera off because it was gonna like go to standby mode, and I didn't want it to do that while I was out there. I don't want somebody to come in and see it showing ZZZ, and then maybe they think like that means he's away or something. So yeah, yeah. So you're talking about the squarish box to the right on the mount, Mithridate's where all the cables are running into. That's the control box for. That's the control box for OnStep. The OnStep controller and the mini PC are mounted on the back of my mount kind of awkwardly. Oh, the outside cam died for a second. Oh, yeah. This security camera does that too. Google camera. And it's a security camera that has to go through Google's servers, and it's not that stable, right? So, yeah, I don't. Like I was saying earlier, I really want to build that security camera PC one of these days, and then Google doesn't need to have eyeballs inside my house all the time. So we are autofocusing. So far, fingers crossed, things are running good. Oh shoot, and of course, I think this dude is here now. Fuck, I hope he hasn't been waiting that long for me. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, guiding is looking not amazing, but we're on target, and it is shooting. Okay, I will be right back, you guys, because I have to go meet this guy. Yeah, I printed this thing for a guy, so I'll be right back. All right, boys. All right, boys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, and the music quit too? Oh, man. Hey, $10 is $10. All right, how we looking here? How we looking? The guiding isn't looking amazing, but it should be adequate. Looks like round stars. Yeah. Ooh, I think it looks pretty sharp. I need to get a live stat going. Wait, am I not? Oh, fuck. I fucked up for the first time again. This is not... It didn't even... I think it took... I don't think it even took any exposures. It's a little bit breezy. It's not too bad. It looks worse in the video. Here's what I fucked up on. I put the loop and tilt time to 11:30. This should be 23:30. This is 24-hour time. So it like did its whole thing, and then and then it was like, oh, it's past the time. We'll just fuck off. Hey, it's not a Dave live astrophotography stream unless at least one thing fucks up, right? And if that's the only thing that's fucked up tonight, then like that's I'm super stoked on that, right?
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yes, I would love a couple eggs. Yeah, I just had to pop out. I printed a part for a guy. He came to pick it up. You know, $10 is $10. It was just a simple, you know, part kind of about size of that. So I threw it on the printer and printed it for him. And, you know, that's beer money. Although I don't have any beer right now. That's a bit of a shame, but it's all right. Okay, so we're redoing everything here. Doing the slewing and centering and autofocusing. Oh, it doesn't need to redo that, but we'll just rerun the sequence. Let's see what else I do. Auto focusing is working good. Oh, we need to talk about, yeah, the other major fuck up that I had. Guess that can wait. That can wait. All right, we'll see. What's PhD look like? We'll clear the previous guide data here. I'm kind of expecting the guiding to not be as good tonight because of the wind, regardless of the wind and the seeing, regardless of, you know, better hardware. Okay, back to exposing. And yeah, cooled. Oh, that's cool. Oh, desktop just fucked me off. Raid Shadow Legends. Today's stream is brought to you by NordVPN. You need a VPN, but you really don't. If you think you need a VPN, you probably don't need a VPN. And okay, now we're getting exposures here, and we need to get a live stat going. This is it. This is it. The first exposure, first light. 60 seconds, there it is. Oh, look. Oh, come on, PixInsight splash screen. I hate splash screens. If you're a software developer, get your splash screen the fuck out of there. I don't need that. Guiding is showing 0.67 error, which is great considering the conditions. Let's zoom in. Yeah, the stars are a little, they're a little wobbly looking, I think. They're a little oblong. I'm gonna blame the seeing on that. I'm gonna blame the seeing on that. Yeah, or could it like be like a splash corner screen? Like not like right in the middle of everything you're doing? Easy live stack. Start a new live stack. And we need to go to oh, we got 2 images already. Easy live stack, images color. Start watching folder. Okay. We're up and running. Guiding error 0.73 arc seconds. That's, considering the conditions, I think that's really, really good. The other night I was seeing like between 0.5 and 0.8 arc seconds error on the guider, which is quite good for my mount. And yeah, so I'm showing like 0.75. That's, oh, why is it not? Oh, it's dithering. Yeah, another thing, I think we're okay. Another thing I wasn't sure about is whether or not I was going to have pinched optics. And I don't think so. These stars aren't perfectly round. But I don't think it's I don't think it's a pinched optics. I think this is, I'm gonna blame the seeing on this. Pinched optics, usually the stars look triangular, and that's, I don't think that's what we're seeing. Yeah, I think I'm okay on that. That's, you know, the mirror cell would cause pinched optics, and you know, how is the mirror, is the mirror cell too tight? Is it, you know, so I will ban that chat botter. And yeah, live stack is rocking and rolling. Yeah, I get the star's looking a little bit oddly shaped. Yeah, I don't know if that bothers me, you know, because Blur Exterminator will make them nice and round. I mean, you can see I have a bit uneven field illumination here, but it's better than it was with the stock. With the stock GSO Newtonian. Oh, the chatbot's on your Dave Stream bingo card. Oh, that's kind of a like, what else would be on the bingo card? You would have like Dave fucks something up. Like that could be a square. Like what other squares would there be? I mean, it looks like vignetting, right? I don't think it's. It might be. I don't think so, because you know, it's such a small. Cat is just a free box. There you go. A cat voluntarily jumping on my lap during stream would be another box. I think it's just general, you know, not quite flat field illumination. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm always pissing, right? So. It's an IMX 585, so it's the exact same sensor as my previous camera, Zach. It's the Uranus C Pro, which is same sensor, but just with a proper cooler on it. Oh yeah, beers would be good. I don't have beers very often. So, as the live stat comes in here, we can kind of maybe already start to compare the star shapes, the stars. And so take a look at these three. Yeah, oh, I love that's that's that makes the beehive cluster a nice target because at least the stars are different colors to compare with, right? So so take a look at that, and then I mean this is a fully stacked and processed image. So it's maybe the main diffraction spikes are definitely better. Those are nice. Maybe they're not super sharp, but they're definitely lines. They're not fanned out. So if I look at so there's those same three stars. So I'm kind of looking more at like the diffraction pattern in between the spikes. It's hard to say if it's really improved or not because it's just a yes, right, no twisted veins, right, indeed. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I can kind of yeah. So it isn't quite an apples to apples oranges because the other one has been fully processed, but so this is the before. And whoops, not that one. That's the before, that's the after. So there's definitely still some like extra little in-between diffraction going on here. I wonder if once this is stacked, you know, in process, if that'll really bloom out like we see on this image, or if they'll be tighter and sharper. Let's see, how are we doing here? So, let's kind of look at the individual subs. Yeah, not getting super round stars. I think I was overall roundness of the stars was better on the other night with the stock GSO Newtonian. But that could be the seeing. My guiding isn't looking super great. So it could be a combination. It could be the seeing making the guiding not great, but also just, yeah. So yeah, could be just conditions. Oh yeah, definitely still pretty. The guiding is decent. Yeah, it's serviceable right now. The other night was like perfect. The other night was like above average seeing. Like no wind. For this area, probably above average seeing. So tonight we've got, and it's supposed to get better. We'll see if that in the next hour, if the star shapes and the guiding improves. Yeah, no, I'm not really complaining, especially if I can get 0.76 arc seconds of error guiding on a bad night, then yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah, right. So the wind like does so many things. You know, the wind makes the seeing bad, which can make the stars not very round, but can also make the guiding bad, which would make the stars not round. And also just physically moving the telescope around could make the stars round. So the fact that I'm getting round-ish stars right now is pretty great. Let's take a look at the security cam. I don't see really any motion in those trees out there. Yeah, it's calmed down quite a bit. At least out here. You know, up higher there could still be wind, right? Yeah, at least in the tree there. So, I mean, there could still be wind higher, right? Yeah. Myth, are you using I think you're using the same camera, guiding camera that I was using, the color SV Boner camera. Is that right? Were you using that camera? Or do you have a mono guide camera? Ah. So maybe it's time to upgrade. Yeah, maybe it's time to upgrade to a mono camera. Yeah, I still have that one. Yeah, I still got some extra bit of diffraction going on in between here. I wonder what could be causing that. And it's asymmetric too. It's like more on the bottom than on the top. So that's kind of a clue. 60-second exposures. I'm only doing 60-second exposures. That's what I did the other night, so that's why it says this can be an you know, apples to apples comparison. Yeah, I suppose that could be pinched optics. Would pinched optics cause diffraction? Maybe. Collimation issues, I think, more likely. Yeah, I think pinched optics is usually pretty distinctive. It's like the star is a triangle, or I guess maybe it could be a square. But usually, I mean, this mirror cell, and usually mirror cells have like three points holding it. So that would be a triangle when you squeeze on 3 points, right? The collimation's a little bit tricky with this scope. It's a little bit problematic with the camera that I build. It works, but I can't see the center donut very well. And or the collimation could have shifted because I collimated indoors and then took it outdoors. So I don't know if the whole rigid thing is rigid enough that it can, withstand that. Potential camera tilt in there as a reason for slightly bulged star spikes. I suppose, Zach. Your cheap 80mm refractor, yeah, triangle stars. Yep. Something squeezing on one of those. I think Zach has experience with that, right? With the refractor having pinched optics, something squeezing on one of the lens elements a bit too much. So sensor tilt. Here, let's look at the the tilt analysis, the aberration inspector, and I don't think I see evidence of that. If there is, it's very minor. Oh, not always triangular, Myth? What a nightmare. I learned about pinched optics on the second ever telescope I built. And it's deciding it wants to run the autofocus. Again, I'm going to blame the seeing on that. It's got a couple of big bulges in deck here. Okay, this is an image I haven't seen before. Don't blame the optics if you see these. Don't blame the optics if you see these. Perfectly out of focus star image. Yeah, concentric circles. Poor collimation, they're ellipsoids. Atmospheric turbulence. Tube currents. Okay, three pinched optics variations. So these are out of focus stars. I'd have to defocus it to check that. I don't really want to it literally just is running the autofocus right now. So, yeah, this triangle is what I've seen. This is interesting. This like pentagon shape. Hexagon? Yeah, hexagon. Pentagon would be 5. But this one's interesting. This one here. Without going into too much detail, Zach, hopefully we don't get you started. What were the shapes of your stars when you were dealing with pinched optics? Were you seeing triangles? Yeah, I had pinched optics on the first ever telescope I built, the 6-inch Newtonian that I just sold to our friend Adam. Atmosk. Adam SK. Atom SK. Atomsk. And yeah, that's where I learned about pinched optics. I'm like, why are my stars not... And it's weird too, especially... It's very distinctive visually, because you know what like the autofocus looks like, and then when you bring it into focus, especially when you have diffraction spikes on really bright stars, the diffraction spikes kind of start to form, and they kind of just like converge in, and they should sort of converge to a point, but they don't. They converge to like a triangle, and then they go more triangular and like less triangular. So it's quite distinctive. I have another source, probably better than this, is Lockwood Custom Optics. You were seeing inverse diffraction spikes when your screws were too tight. Inverse diffraction spikes. I don't know what that is. Huh. Lockwood Custom Optics, these guys have these really great online articles. And why aren't my stars round article? So this is maybe the definitive guide. So this was the site that I found, yeah, when I was having, yeah, this, I think this is the guide as far as I know. Yeah, lots of detail with yeah, with star shapes, tons of stuff about, yeah, here we go, pinched optics here. I saw this image and I was like, oh, I have pinched optics. What's up, Hein? Yes, it was, wasn't it? A headache to chase down. Yeah, could be. Yeah, so anyways, look at how long this article is. Yeah, lots of good information from these guys. Yeah, let's see what else they have here. Their article on a modern guide to mirror supports. This is also a really good article talking about mirror cell design. Yeah, we're on the chill wave synth wave thing now. I'm liking that for the background. Kind of thinking that's a good vibe. Yeah, so lots of good information. Lockwood Custom Optics. If you guys are into that. Oh, yeah, this is montage music, isn't it? Did the 80s movies... I don't know my movie history very well, but it seems like the 80s are kind of where, like, the montage comes from. You know, the, like, training montage or the building something montage. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, thinking out loud. Yeah, so if you're interested in knowing about optics, Lockwood Custom Optics. Lots from the 90s too, yeah. Oh, Texas Star Party last year. Lockwood Custom Optics at the 2024 Okie-Tex Star Party. There's some nice scopes. I like this guy's shirt. I want this shirt. Science, because figuring things out is better than making stuff up. Wow, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, okay, Zach. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this before. Yeah, okay, inverse, okay, yeah, inverse diffraction spikes. That's weird, huh? So that's pinched optics on like a refractor. Oh, non-standard therm, got you. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, you can see it over here too. Yeah, okay. Light does weird shit, man. What were we looking at? We were looking at Star Party. That's a big scope there. 22-inch f3.3. Man, talk about a dream scope right there. That'd be the one. Who's this guy? I need to be friends with this guy. This is like a similar vibes to the Golden State Star Party, which I would love to go again. I was at the Golden State Star Party. Look at these cool people. What's up, Kjun? Oh, only have sure, yeah. Well, it gets cold, and the metal tube shrinks and contracts enough that it starts squeezing on the optics. So the dew heater, yeah, keeps it warm. Yeah, I can see that. Don Petit? I don't know any of them, but I'm sure they're all awesome people. They're at a Star Party, so they're going to be awesome. They all seem to have empty glasses, though. Come on, get these guys a refill before the picture. Oh, really? That's a name I should know then, huh? Oh, is he the guy that's been setting up a camera in the space station recently? Is it petite or it can't be petite? It's got to be petite, right? Bald guy with glasses. Not that guy. This guy over here, maybe? With the sunglasses? This guy with the hat. Petite, yeah. Face looks right. We can't tell because he's got the hat on. Yeah. The chin and the like the cheek thing. All right, I guess we gotta go to the Texas Star Party then. Hang out with a astronaut. Drink beer all day and look at stars all night. These are cool shots. Are these are probably from like a carpool. Yeah, that would be yeah, I'm not driving all the way to Texas. Fuck that. The Golden State Star Party though. Yeah, I wonder how they shot these. I think this is like a night vision camera. Lagoon Nebula there. Fun stuff. Yeah, I would say Golden State Star Party if you were gonna do that, Zach. Oh, here's a better picture of whoever this guy is. Below, John and Cindy show off their excellent ability. So that guy's name is John. I'm assuming that's John and that's Cindy. I think that's a fair. So that's not Donald Petite. Either way, a cool guy, I'm sure. And Black Unicorn beer, I definitely want to drink that beer because of the label. Imposter. Not him, okay. Yeah, Golden State Star Party is the one that I would definitely like to go to. Again. I was at the Golden State Star Party in like I think it was the summer of 2016. This is a cool, they have a video. Let's watch the video. Actually, before we do that, let's check in on our live stack. So I can just tell the difference between the cooled and non-cooled camera, just like in the way the background noise looks in the live stack. It's much smoother, much cleaner. Yeah, it's in the northeast corner of California. Yeah, the Golden State Star Party. So it's a long drive too. Not nearly as long as driving to Texas, but also quite a long drive. Yeah, guiding's kind of not that great. Yeah, 11 hours. Yeah, Zach, we were looking at the aberration inspector here. They look pretty consistent. Top left and then top right, bottom right. This one, it's maybe a little bit of tilt. Maybe we have tilt over here. Yeah, so maybe I'm kind of leaning a little bit in away from this corner, bottom right corner. But I think we need more better, more stable guiding to I think to make that decision. All the stars look like they're bulging out at the bottom a little bit. On this one, on let's take a look at. Maybe we can go through some image history and kind of pixel peep here. Yeah, that one's a little bit better. Yeah, I think we're just seeing... Well, maybe they've got a little bit of a butt on them. I could have some astigmatism. I could have the mirror cell could be just a little bit too tight. Or it's lost collimation. I did collimate it with my camera, and then while the camera's on there and still watching the screen, the decal, I slewed the telescope around and just to see if it looked like it was moving, and it didn't. But I also carried the thing out and didn't really bang it, but you know, it's not exactly the most elegant thing to lift up that whole tripod with scope and move it out there. So yeah. It will be a fun trip for sure, man. All right, so back to Golden State Star Party. I guess this video is from 2018, so a bit dated. But yeah, I was here in summer of 2016. Me and my friend Dan Tuckweiler drove up there. I think it was about 8 hours. 8 or 9 hours of driving for us. It's just out on this big flat field. I mean, look at how many people in cars and just rows and rows of telescopes. And I mean, that's crazy awesome. Dan, good. You know Dan Tuckweiler? Tucson Liqueur? Must be somebody that I know and a screen name I don't recognize. No, that's Dan Watt. Yeah, not to be confused with Dan Watt. So like, yeah. Dan Tuckweiler. Yeah, I used to fly hang gliders with Dan Tuckweiler. And he was my camping astronomy buddy. The first time I got into astronomy. Yeah, the hang gliding days, right on. But who's this mysterious Tucson Liqueur? Yeah, so pretty cool, I mean, situation. So it's just out on this sort of grassy field. Bit of a different than the desert, you know. But BGM cousin Mang. Oh, right on. Mang. Oh, shit. Your BGM's cousin? Fuck. The introvert in me says, no thanks. The hobby says, yes, please. See, that's the thing. Like, when you're like, I'm introverted as fuck. Oh, shit, bro. I'm sorry, man. I haven't seen BGM in a long ass time. So that's the thing. Like, yeah, I'm introverted as fuck too, right? But like, when you're hanging out with your people, you know, when you're hanging out with friends that you have a common interest with, you know, it's not a problem. Oh, Sean. Yes, of course I know who you are. Sorry. Yes, of course. Yes. And I think you've been on the stream on YouTube with a different username also. So thanks for doing that to me. we were like over here. I remember. Yeah. So tons of room. The problem with this, and I was kind of considering about going. Yeah, I'm on them. We were kind of considered about going out there last year. Two problems. Number one, it's far. It's like the extreme northeast corner of the state, right? Let's see if we have directions. Yeah. Yeah, so this is where it is in the state. So yeah, it's up there. Now, it's a beautiful drive. Yes, 682 miles from San Diego. So, I mean, it's a beautiful drive because you're driving up through, you know, you can go up 395, you know, through Lake Tahoe, or, you know, make it a 2-day trip and drive up to Lake Tahoe and stay the night up there or something. I don't know. Yeah, gorgeous. Everything from Olancha up to there is a beautiful drive. So yeah, 240 miles in gas, $240 in gas. Yeah. So it's a long ways to go. The skies are very dark. It's pretty much Bortle 1, Bortle 2, 1.5. The main problem is they do it in like July and it's fucking hot in the summertime, in the daytime. Splashy, what's up, brother? I'm good, man. How are you? Do they have a date? So last year, I don't seem to have a date. Yeah, I mean, for sure you need shade, right? And yeah, they don't seem to. Oh, here you go. June 25th through 29th. So last year, that same weekend or weekend, like, happened to also be the like massive heat wave. So it was like over 100 degrees out there in that dry grassy field during the day. It would have been just so miserable out there. So we went up to Grandview where it's like 8,500 feet, and even at Grandview it was pretty warm. So like, I mean, it was like in the 80s at Grandview. So they just shipped your package today. What did you order? Coming from Hong Kong. Right on. So yeah, I would not want to go up there if it's going to be super hot. And I remember the summer that me and Dan Tuckweiler were up there. It was quite hot. I don't think it wasn't 100, but it was definitely in the 90s outside. And I remember they have at least they had like a truck with showers. Let's see. There was like a showers truck. It's like a trailer, I guess you can rent for events. And so the trick was to take a cold shower during the day when it's really hot. Oh, maybe it's right here. I think maybe it's over here. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't have it that year. So yeah, it was really hot. Go take a cold shower to cool off in the summertime. That was the trick. But yeah. I mean, having so many people around is very cool. Yeah, there it is. That's the showers truck right there. Yeah. So, but yeah, being out there in that heat, that's a bit much. Anyways, that's Golden State Star Party. And our friend Mazif, I think he goes every year, and he's been strongly suggesting that we head out there. Pretty sure it's a much closer drive for him, because he's like in the north. He's in like northern Nevada near Reno. So yeah, it's a much closer drive, I think, for him. Oh, right on. Yeah, you'll be all charged, no problem then, huh? Checking in on our live stack. I think the main diffraction spike's looking pretty good. I'm not super pleased with Especially because it's asymmetric. On the bottom here, I've got kind of more diffraction going on. Let's see. I saved a screenshot of the live stack from the other night. That'll be kind of an apples to apples comparison. Is this it? No, that's a single sub. Yeah, that's a single sub. It'll be in this folder. Oh yeah, right on Splash. Yeah, I forgot. That's right. You mentioned that you yeah, you got that motor kit. Okay. Yeah, cool, man. That'll be fun. Uh-oh. What's beeping? Oh no, okay, we're good. So, okay, so here is what you're seeing now. That's the new scope. And perhaps Zach, yeah, maybe a little bit pinched, or just collimation not quite perfect. And I think the collimation was, yeah, I can't say I'm super confident in the collimation. I know I don't have the tool that you really need. That the auto collimator is the tool that you really need to get the collimation super dialed. So, and then using my camera collimator was, you know, maybe kind of not that great. Although, so we've got kind of these bigger diffraction in the bottom of the star here. But if I look at this star over here, that's kind of not the case. Corners. Corners look pretty good. And maybe a little bit of, you know, lack of flat, maybe a little bit of field curvature. Yeah, maybe, yeah, this corner is actually, yeah, this is showing a good amount of streaking there. I think that could be collimation also, but it also could be not quite flat, and it is a different camera. Yeah, these stars all are kind of pointing towards the outside here. Yeah. You may have saw a double star. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think so. I think the collimation would be significantly off for that to be the case. The off balance vignetting. So we can compare that to, so that's with my scope, and then if we compare that to, this is a screenshot of the live stack from the GSO scope. So here, the vignetting is like shifted. So I think overall, it's a better field flatness with the new scope than with the old scope, and flats will correct for that, right? And I think so. Now this is a JPEG and it's compressed, and I'm zooming in. But you can kind of see like a bit of a halo around the really bright stars. So you got big diffraction, and you've got like halo going on, right? You can definitely see it here. See the sort of it's the haloing, and I think that is not present, although we don't have as much data yet. This is, yeah. So this is only like only about 40 minutes of data. The other one was like an hour and a half, but I don't think we're not seeing that, not seeing it yet at least. So maybe as we get more data, that sort of haloing will come in. So that could be maybe a big improvement. Camera placement in the light path. Yeah, it's kind of not perfectly centered. Like maybe the focuser could be shifted a little bit. Cool, Zach. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, I was guiding much better the other night. Yeah, I hope that's just the conditions. Chris Archer, what's up, brother? It's working pretty good, pretty good. It's not the greatest night. We have some poor seeing right now, and I don't know if it's. So it's kind of hard to diagnose. Is some of the issues I'm seeing, is it because of issues with the scope or issues because of the atmosphere? But overall, I'm pretty sure it's an improvement. Some things are definitely improved. And some things I'll just have to use it for a while to be able to find out. So. Yeah, well, I was doing better the other night, Myth. So yeah, definitely. But the other night was much better night, so. Yes, Chris Archer, this is my strain wave mount. Yep. We can show you security cam right out there. Splashy, what do you think of a beginner target to shoot with your new go-to kit? Well, I would say there are probably two criteria. Brightness of the target and position in the sky. You want something that is going to be bright. The brighter the target, the less integration time you'll need to bring out details to be able to see it very good. And position in the sky is something that's going to be, up high. So you'll have more time to shoot it, but also the more directly overhead the target is, the less atmosphere you have to shoot through to get better images. Or the less atmosphere you have to shoot through, so there's less effect of light pollution, sky glow, and atmospheric turbulence, seeing conditions. Yeah, also, your local location, right? If there's a big tree to the north, it's going to have a hard time finding trees to the north. The south is the clearest part of your backyard. So I think right now, this time of year, we can look at Stellarium. And I think right now, this time of year, probably something like the Leo Triplet is going to be probably the best. Well, the target that I'm shooting right now, actually, the Beehive cluster is to the south. So this thing. This is a nice bunch of, lovely bunch of stars. But we'll look at Stellarium. And let's see, I need to do this. So let's see, we should be in real time right now. And let's see, we're gonna look south, right? Yeah, looking southish. Yeah, check out, get yourself, if you don't have Stellarium, Splashy, get Stellarium's free. Download and install Stellarium. And just, you know, scroll around Stellarium and see what you can see. But yeah, looking, Leo Triplet is right south right now. And it's gonna get pretty high. Hamburger Galaxy, let's see, 67 degrees up right now. It's kind of perfect spot. And there's these 3 galaxies right here, the Leo Triplet. You can get detail on those even in bad light pollution. Obviously, it'll be better from a dark sky, like any galaxy would be, but or any target really. But yeah, those will be good. I'm shooting up here right now, Beehive Cluster. The other, I think, kind of really the only other bright enough objects that are going to be in good parts of the sky to shoot right now, Bode's Galaxy, although that's to the north. It may, you know, look and see if it may rise, you know, above whatever is blocking, you know, trees or whatever. But Bode's and Cigar Galaxy, right? These two are pretty bright. You can get pretty decent detail on them. The other one is probably the Pinwheel Galaxy, M101, which I never, there it is. Yeah, M101, Pinwheel Galaxy. I shot this the other night with the GSO 6-inch scope. This one is a bit later in the night. And yeah, so this also goes like to the west, northwest. So yeah, depending on yeah, but it rises pretty high. So if you got stuff to the north, maybe it'll rise above it. Oh, also look, I'm looking right here. M3, the globular cluster M3 is like directly overhead. That is almost, no, not quite, but that's, now this is my location. It'll be different because you're further north than me, but yeah, globular cluster M3. Yeah, we basically, we consider this galaxy season. Springtime is considered galaxy season because the Milky Way is pointing away from us. And the Milky Way is where, you know, the core of our galaxy is where we see most of the bright emission nebula. Because that's where most of the matter of the galaxy is concentrated in the galactic disk, right? The galactic plane, which is what we call the Milky Way, this streak here. So all the star forming regions and such are going to be concentrated in the Milky Way. Yeah, early in the morning you can get Milky Way. I can't because I have a lot of stuff. I have the red line that you see on here, this jagged red line, that's my horizon, that's my view. So this is trees and stuff. There's a gap between the trees. So, yeah, I can't. Yeah, like I don't get North American Nebula till 5:33. The sun's already rising, so. Yeah, I pretty much don't get Milky Way yet here. Unless they go chop down those trees. This red line would, if they cut down 2 trees, this red line would go through here like this. And then I would get a lot more. But the trees make nice shade during the day, so. Up to 48 images in the stack now. Bobby, what's up? Can you see the green comet? Which comet? Is there a new one? I don't think I can. There was a comet. Our friend Mazif imaged a comet, but it was thought to have broken up. I don't know. Let me see if I can find images of that. That was like a week ago, so you know, Discord a week ago is like might as well have been last year. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, that's the that was one of the more recent comet. Unless there's something new. So this is Swan 25F. That's the name of this comet. Our friend Mazif on the Discord shared that with us. Toka, what's up, man? Have you messed around with Space Engine? I have not. I have not. That's super cool. But I have not. I've heard of it. I've seen videos where others have. You can do some cool stuff with it. Where is, you talking about this comet myth? I think it broke up. Or it kind of disappeared, so I think they're assuming it broke up. I don't know what the details are. They say it broke up. Yeah, that's what Mazif said. He's watching it, obviously, because he imaged it, but yeah, I don't have the details on that. They do that. Comets are like, they're basically just icebergs, space icebergs, and so they can break up. Too much heat from the sun when they fall in towards the inner solar system, and they break apart, start to melt, vaporize, and then they are no longer comets anymore. The Rosetta mission landed on a comet. They have video. Maybe we'll search for a YouTube video on that. Yeah, the Rosetta mission landed on a comet. It's probably going to be... Oh, here's ESA. Oh my gosh, they have a lot of videos on this. Yeah, there's... Oh, here we go.
Let's wait for 10 years' time when this really comes to an end.
That moment is now approaching. The Rosetta mission, an audacious effort to drop a lander onto the surface of a comet, began in early 2004. It circled the sun and gained velocity thanks to a series of gravitational kicks as it passed various planets. It took a
God, that sucks, dude. You broke your nose at work?
Later, it had an
That's gotta be...
view of passing asteroids. Rosetta was put into deep sleep or space hibernation. Operating on solar energy alone, the small craft headed out to the far reaches of the solar system. After nearly 1,000 days of sleep, Rosetta was woken up.
Getting it back is incredible. It's really, now we have one of the most fantastic adventures in front.
And this summer, Rosetta became the first spacecraft to rendezvous with and orbit a comet.
Oh, sorry, that's really quiet.
67P. The proud little spacecraft took a self-portrait as it circled the unusual comet, which is shaped somewhat like a rubber duck. And this Wednesday, Rosetta is expected to mark a historic moment by dropping a small probe onto the surface of the comet. After touchdown, the probe will beam back to Earth the very first images ever taken from a comet's surface.
Oh, but it's not actually... Well, yeah, there's images from the... Obviously, there's images from the surface. Chris, you haven't made much project your printed go-to. Broke your nose? That sucks, dude. How'd you break your nose? That's gotta be just like... I mean... Yeah. There you go. There's the surface of a comet. There's like a ice cliff wall. It's like ice and dust. It's like dusty ice, I think. It's like dirty dirt ice. Yeah, there's another view there. Oh no, we don't need that. That's gonna be terrible. Yeah, I mean, fascinating stuff. I mean, to land on the surface of a comet is gotta be freaking crazy hard. 'Cause it's an irregular shape and. Oh, and the crowbar working. Oh, I could just imagine like prying and then it like snaps back and hits you in the, like you're pulling or something and it snaps back and hits you in the face and. Oh yeah, no worries. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So anyways, that's the Rosetta mission and we landed on comets. That's what that looks like. Sort of. Up close. It would look kind of like that. Checking in on the live stack. Up to 50, almost an hour of data here now. Our friend Mazif was in a similar situation. He has a 6-inch Newtonian, and I actually printed for him an aperture mask to help correct diffraction spikes or diffraction pattern around the core of the star. And he posted a before and after, and it was definitely a dramatic improvement. So I wish I could find those images as well, because that would be nice to compare to. How's that guiding looking? Oh, the guiding is looking rather worse now. I wonder if I might get better guiding by going to 1 second exposures. I'm doing half second. Well, I mean, the weather would be the biggest thing, right? We just got not very good skies tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, there's available stars that I can see. Yeah, the monocam is, right away was an obvious improvement than the color camera. So. Well, despite that, I mean, you know, I'm still under an arc second of error, and you know, the stars are still roundish, so I'm only doing 60-second exposures, but I'm not seeing, you know, really bad streaking or anything. Like those ones are pretty good. Yeah, those are pretty nice. I really would like to do, you know, try some like 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute exposures, you know, to kind of just explore the limits of what the mount's able to do with this heavier scope and longer focal length. Yeah, less egg-shaped. Yeah. So I would like to explore that, but I don't know. Well, you know, it depends on the weather. We're gonna run this until, I don't know. I'm at 57. I'm pretty sure I had an hour and a half previously, and I would like to. Let me look that up. I would like to get the exact same amount of data, so it's like as direct a comparison as possible. I suppose I could go back and like stack and process the same amount of before data as whatever I'm able to get tonight. So that way it is like an apples to apples comparison. Let me see here. Let's see, what do I have? I had 90. So that's an hour and a half, right? 90 minutes. 60 plus 30. Hour and a half. So I'm at 58 right now. Can I get another half hour? What's the forecast say? Oh, yeah. Cool. Should be able to get another half hour on there, yeah. Now, it's not quite apples to apples because this is like the seeing conditions are kind of poor tonight, right? And my guiding's not quite as good. So, yeah, maybe not quite as good. But I mean, you can't really compare. It'd be tough to, you know, find 2 nights where you can really compare, right? One thing that just totally kind of blew my mind was, yeah, one thing that blew me was these galaxies that that showed up in here. I had no idea we'd be able to see these galaxies like pretty clearly. Like, look at this galaxy here. Like that kind of shocked me to see that show up. And then there's another one here. There may be a few others, actually. Yeah, one up here. Yeah, from the light pollution. So, like, man, what kind of would that look like from a dark sky site, you know? I mean, not a lot of detail because it's very small, but... All right, I gotta pee, so I'm gonna go do that. I'll run a Twitch ad while I go do that. I'll put the live stack on so we can admire that coming in. All right, I'll be right back. Look who wants to make an appearance. What's up, Cat? Mr. Cat. Astronomy Cat. You like stars? Oh, the camera's gonna turn off.
What type of dog is this?
This is not a dog. Yeah, it's still just hovering around 0.94, 0.97 arc seconds error on the guiding. Yeah. She is a pretty kitty. That's a good cat. Whoops. That one. What's up, cat? Ooh, should we put some cat TV on for Mr. Cat? Let's put some cat TV on. Oh, they're showing squirrels right now. She doesn't care about squirrels. No, we need birds. There we go. No, you don't want the birds? Look. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, look. Oh, she yells at the TV. Oh, there we go. Now she's piped up. Oh, the squirrels came and chased the birds away. Oh, do you want to murder that? Oh, chipmunks. Oh, murder. I want to murder those. They're pretty adorable. Your 90-pound pit bull got punked by a squirrel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Now we've got some interest. Words are hard. Sometimes I word. Oh, she's very interested. Oh, look at that blue jay. Oh, murder that. I kind of gotta be careful she doesn't like lunge at the screen. I don't think she would, but... Oh, she walked right up there and just started sniffing it. Confused cat. I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Those are just fake birds. Those aren't real birds. They're fun to look at, though, huh? Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at him stuff his cheeks. Look at this blue jay. Give me that peanut. That's my peanut. Oh, she wants to murder that so bad. I don't think this cat has ever murdered anything, actually, except maybe an insect or something. Indeed. Whoa, look at that big black squirrel. Oh, he's intimidating. That I know of, yes. Yeah, you're the entertainment now, Cat. You know, we're just watching the stars come in. I don't know if this soundtrack is the greatest for this. Did your mom ever tell you not to sit too close to the TV, Mr. Cat? Now, she's not allowed on the computer desk. So this is... You know you're not allowed up there, Mr. Cat. Alright, come on. You're not even looking at the screen now. Alright, alright, that's enough. Alright, that's enough. That was fun. Oh, she likes that. Yeah, like playing Duck Hunt. Yeah, exactly. All right, that's enough bird TV. No, no. You can sit here. Yes, you can sit here. You can sit here and watch. All right, I gotta switch over to the guys though. The guys need to see the astronomy TV. Oh, and the guiding just got really poor. 1.26, well, comparatively. All right, that's enough bird TV. All right, sorry, Cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you like a bird TV? Did you like a bird TV? Yeah, probably set a bad precedent. Now she's gonna want to walk up there all the time. It's normally not allowed up here. It's only one. You only have a few rules. It's only a few rules, and one of them is not in front of the TV. Not in front of the TV or on the computer. We don't tolerate that. Well, I mean, most of the time we don't. Clearly, we tolerate it sometimes. Up to 69 minutes of data, nice. Yeah, yep. Once a precedent is set, then it's probably too late. Yeah, you can sit on my lap here, nice and comfy. Yes. Oh, that's it. Oh, yes. Yes, rub up against the mic. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe we'll get to hour and a half here. That'll be the goal. We'll be satisfied with that, I think. Hopefully the guiding is just not great tonight because of the conditions. We can play with it a little bit more.
Wow,
The camera, the
nice.
guide camera may not be that well in focus either. I kind of just sort of set that last night. Didn't really put a lot of time into it. And I had to unmount and remount it today. So I could have messed it up. It could not be quite in focus, and that will affect the guide performance. So but despite that, I mean, I'm still getting usable data here, so that's encouraging. Now, longer exposures may not be very good, but Oh, the camera autofocus? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's in focus there, so I need to go. Ah. Oh, did I just kill my... Oh. I just fucked up the live stack. Wait, did I? Hold on, Shit, I hit a button and the live stack went away. But it's still doing it. Oh crap. Fuck, I leaned on, I hit escape and I think it's stopped the live stack. It closed the live stack window. Motherfucker. That sucks. Oh, the guide cam looks out of focus. Yeah, it might be. Well, this was also out of focus. Yeah, looking at I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't know how, if you can. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, I don't think I can. So I could restart it, but it would have to stack all of the images. And since there's 69 of them right now, and it's just on the mini PC, I think that might be too much of a load for it. And I don't want to risk the mini PC thermal throttling or shutting down and then Nina stop working. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think we're just gonna not have a live stack. I could try it, but yeah, I want to achieve the goal of getting all that data first. Let's see how much we have. We were at 69. We want to get to 90, so a little bit, only like 20 more minutes. So hopefully we'll do like 20 more minutes, and then maybe find another target and just see if we can shoot another target for a little bit until the clouds roll in. 20 minutes to be like 10:30. I've got like maybe another hour. Yeah, I'm at 73 now, so yeah, we're rocking and rolling. We'll just look at the individual subs come in. Looking pretty round. I really want to shoot longer exposures. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this 20 minutes, and then maybe I'll point at Leo Triplet or something. Oh, I kind of can't shoot longer exposures without a filter. Well, what's the weather looking like the rest of the week? Well, just a UV IR filter. Yeah, you can't shoot completely unfiltered. So just UVIR filter. But I can't shoot. Yeah, no, not photon sensor. I mean, not quite. But I can't shoot longer than like a couple of minutes because of the light pollution. It'll overexpose. The light pollution gets overexposed over more like 2 or 3 minutes. So unless I had like an aperture mask to stop it down or something like that. Looking at weather, Fraser Park is nearest to Mount Pinos. Oh man, it's gonna be freaking cold up there later in the week. I don't know if I want to go up there. It's gonna be that cold. Saturday rain. That's no good. Shows like maybe clouds Thursday, Friday. Crap. I might have to try to get up early next week. Like Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe? What is, what's the moon calendar? I think like Saturday is the new moon. Oh no, new moon's Sunday. Okay, so I may look to go out like early next week. Maybe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, maybe let's look for like Monday, Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Maybe Pinos. Maybe somewhere else. Yeah, that may be the way to go. That'll give me more time here to get things sorted out. My guiding is looking the poorest it's looked all night. Wow, I wonder if it's just because it's could have haze coming in causing that. Stars are still roundish, though. Mostly round. Yeah, cool, man. I'll keep an eye on it. I definitely can't get out until like this Thursday night at the earliest. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at Panamint might work. Wednesday showing 88 during the day. That's a bit hot. But Monday, Tuesday be okay, maybe. I wouldn't mind going out to Panamint again. What do you think, Kat? You want to go out to Panamint Valley in the desert? Hang out with the burros? Burros? You are shedding? Oh my god, there's so much cat hair on me. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, I'm getting some really just kind of big spikes in guiding here. Oh, cool. Yeah, right on. Yeah, showing. I'm just looking at the forecast for Ridgecrest. And Sunday, High 73, low 47. And I think these temperatures are pretty similar, close enough to Panamint Valley. Then we have 79 on Monday, 50 of the low, 83 of the high on Tuesday, 53 the low. Those would be pretty pleasant temps. Definitely would need shade. I mean, need shade regardless of temperature in the desert. Hero, what's up? What's up, brother? Welcome. We were just kind of talking about weather here and looking at maybe going out to do a astronomy camping trip. I got a cat on the lap. What's up, cat? Yeah, that's my cat. I bet the cat. That would be good. Yeah. Clouds meh on Tuesday? Yeah. Don't like the sound of that. Fraser Park. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, pretty decent out there too. A little chillier, colder obviously. Up in the mountains, but yeah, maybe Mount Pinos would be good too. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that many days, but yeah. Hero, I don't print nylon. I am very displeased with nylon. I've never gotten nylon to print very good. Multiple printers over, yeah, different nylon brands, different types of nylon, different settings, different extruders. Never just have very good success with nylon. Not a big fan of nylon. I print, yeah, it's sticky, it's stringy, it extrudes inconsistently. Not a big fan. I print, my favorite material is probably carbonate, specifically the Easy PC, the Easy polycarbonate blend from 3DX Tech. That's the best strength and print quality material that I've used. So I definitely prefer that stuff, but it's also very expensive. Yeah. Yeah, PETG also just is a goopy material and is tough to get good results with. I don't really like it. I printed cat hair all over the place. I printed this new scope in PETCF. PET, it's PETG without the G, CF. And not very good print quality. I'm pretty disappointed with the print quality on this scope, honestly. It's structurally supposed to be very good, and it's very affordable. It's a good value, especially strength to dollar ratio. It's almost as good as the polycarbonate, but it's like a third of the price. And but I didn't get very good print quality with it. Now that's probably my fault. Not only did I new material, but I put a 0.6 millimeter nozzle, and I never print with a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. I just wanted to print these large tube sections of this scope faster, because the print times are going to be like a day, per part, and that's like crazy. So I didn't really do any tuning. Kind of just guessed at it and went go. So probably you could do much better with that material, and especially for the value. Even if the print quality is not that great because of the cost, it's probably worth using. So yeah, I don't. So that's PETCF from Soraya Tech. Pretty good. I definitely want to put the 0.4 millimeter nozzle on there and print some other parts, and do some tuning and retraction and flow and calibration and stuff to try to get the most out of it. Yeah, I don't even know why brass nozzles exist, Myth. It's like, just because a hardened steel nozzle will print everything, so just use that, All right, so I just ran an autofocus run, and yeah, I got another image, and looks pretty good. What am I up to now? I'm getting close. We're getting close to 90 subs here. I don't think I haven't thrown any away. I have 82, so I only need about 8 more minutes. I haven't really been looking at all of the subs. Yeah. Cat, what are you doing? Yeah, I haven't looked at all the subs, but I don't think I need to throw any of them away. I mean, that's kind of like 100% success rate. Only 60-second exposures, but that's still pretty damn good, especially considering the conditions tonight. Yeah, pet the cat. That's my cat. HFR range, let's see. I'm seeing 2.56, 2.51. Oh, let's show me. Oh, it will show me here. Let's see. HFR, the worst one, 2.97. That one's probably no good. Yeah, best was seeing 2.4. So 2.4 to 2.9. So that is a pretty big range. 2.93. This is the biggest one. Okay, yeah, this one's bad. I'm gonna thumbs down that one. Oh, there's a few in here that it kind of jumped. And now it's back down to a better range. It was worse than it autofocused, then it didn't. Yeah, maybe that's just the conditions getting worse. What's up, cat? What's up? You like sitting on my lap tonight? You are shedding. Oh my god. Yeah, let's see. What should we point at here? 1017. Yeah, I was kind of saying that, remarking that too. It's like, oh, it's just a star cluster. You know, it's not the most interesting target. And I mean, it's like kind of true. It's not compared to like galaxies and nebula and stuff. But yeah, I mean, when you put it into context. Yeah, we should point at the Leo Triplet. And I'll try to shoot I guess I'll just try to shoot whatever longer exposures I can get until the clouds roll in. I could also check my polar alignment. Oh yeah, and there's galaxies in there. So yeah, I guess yeah. Then in that respect, then it becomes a bit more of a remarkable image, doesn't it? Yeah, I could also check my polar alignment, and that could be part of the reason why my guiding is not super great. Especially because there's a lot of corrections in deck. Makes it feel Where's Waldo-esque. Okay. Yeah, find the galaxies. Let's grab well, let's just go M66. Yeah. You can just look around and we'll see how we can get the Leo Triplet in here. What's my camera angle? Mvo. Thank you for the follow. Emva. What's going on with you? 73 degrees. 73 degrees. I can't get a very good framing on the Leo Triplet unless I go rotate my camera. I mean, I can still get all three of them in there. I don't want to rotate the camera. Is there something else we can point at kind of in the area? A few other galaxies here and there. Oh, we could point at Bodes. What's that rotation look like? Maybe let's search for Bodes. M81 or M82. Yeah. So Bodes and Cigar Galaxy, like, whoops, I can't see that. So Bodes and Cigar Galaxy will fill the frame here. I don't think I'll set up a sequence. I think I'll just slew to it and see what I can get. As the clouds come in, they're gonna kind of come in that area first because that's kind of to the west. Yeah, to the northwest. So, what's up, Cat? Mr. Cat is just having a good time this stream. Yeah, this pixel scale is it's just under 1 arc second per pixel. Oh wow. No, you don't go up there. You like the music, Cat? Yeah, I'm just under 1 arc second per pixel. 1 degree 4 minutes wide. Oh, Cat, sorry. All right, gotta change legs here. No, she's done. All right, that's all, Cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna go pee. I will BRB. All right. We're back. The music fucked off, though. Yes, YouTube, I'm still here. Nope, I'm back, and then the camera went to sleep. Thanks, camera. It's starting to get a little chilly, too. I had to close the door. Close the door. How many images? Where are we at here? Where are we at? 92! Oh! We overshot it a little bit. Okay, we're done then. Yep, alright. We're gonna stop this. Stop. We're done here. Let's go to, framing. And, let's go to, let's swing it off. Yeah, and I dropped a few, so yeah, we're good. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, because I hit. Wait, am I on? Hold on, make sure I'm looking at it before I slew away from it. Make sure I'm on the right date. 21st, that's today, yeah. Yeah, bad. Yeah, I only dropped one of them. So I have like one extra in here. So that's good. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. Let's slew to Bodes. Just kind of keep an eye on it while it slews out there. Looks good. Hand grenades is my favorite game. No problem getting there. I like to clear my guide data, especially when I get on a new target. So we start over with fresh data. You can kind of see the cigar galaxy in the guide camera. So let's try 120-second exposure. I'll just manually shoot some exposures of various length here. Oh, yeah, I'll bet. It's funny because in the context of the stream, M67 is probably a star cluster. That's a Messier object. What does Google think it is? A grenade, but also a star cluster. Open cluster M67. We might be able to actually see that in Cancer. Where's Cancer? It's like over... yeah. Yeah, it was like right next to where we were. Yeah, it's Golden Eye Cluster. It was right next to where we were. yeah. So that's the fragmentation grenade cluster. Oh, sorry. Can't see that. There it is. Yeah. Beehive cluster, that's where we just were. And Golden Eye cluster is right over here. Marine Combat Training Battalion. Got it. Guiding is looking better in this part of the sky. Coming up on 2 minutes here. Ah, crap. At 2 minutes is a bit overexposed. At least the way this auto stretches. That's why it looks green. Yeah, but it looks... So it's going to be... I mean, I could turn the gain... No, I can't really turn the gain down. I'd have to put the filter in there. But the guiding is looking great. I'm at 0.49. For some reason, it just really likes this part of sky. Let's try 90 seconds. We can view that one regardless here. So why is that not? Oh, that's right. Not in this folder. In the snapshot folder. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So here is that sub. This was 2 minutes. Yeah, despite decent guiding, the star shapes are not amazing here. I really like the... You can see there's a lot of spiral arm. Probably really hard to see, but I can kind of see that a lot of spiral structure really fills the field of view nicely. Yeah, pretty eggy shaped stars here. So not... That's interesting. That could be the collimation. Could be the collimation shifting. Yep, definitely. Yeah, I'm guiding at 0.63 now. Like the guiding just all of a sudden just got good. And this looks like 90-second exposure. Stars look pretty round here. Yeah, those are looking really good. Yeah, I really want to shoot longer exposures. I could swap the filters. I'd have to focus it again, but I mean, that's not too hard. I should probably do that. That'll be productive with the rest of the time that I have tonight. Which may only be like a half an hour, but that's okay. Yeah, look at it. 90 seconds. That star is like, that's a round star. Looking really good. Okay, I'm gonna go do that really quickly. So yes, for science. I'll be right back. I'll put the security cam on there.
Yes, science!
PhD got pretty mad at me for doing that. Okay, now we're gonna be out of focus. So I do have to kind of fiddle with the focus, or can I just run the autofocus again? Let's just try running the autofocus. No, don't pop up there. Autofocus. Stupid thing. Why does it do that? Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, we'll just try running the autofocus here. The autofocus is kind of weird. Like it kind of like needs to be in focus for the autofocus to really work, which is kind of counterintuitive. Like the focus has to be kind of close, and it's we'll find out if it's close enough. It may be not close enough. We'll watch the parabola. I'm gonna go grab some floss. Okay, we'll be okay. You guys floss your teeth yet today? Oh, just like doing a couple of different iterations on it? That's not a bad idea. So it's just going to do a bunch of steps because it was so far out of focus when it steps. So it's just going to do a bunch of... It's just going to take a little bit longer, but it should get there. Oh, man. The wife's been working the late shift, huh? Oh, and I have a... Oh, just getting off work now. Oh, 2 nights in a week. Well, that's not too terrible, I suppose. Okay, we should be in focus. So let's try that 120-second exposure again. And so now we'll see. It'll look different. I have maybe a half an hour before, maybe somewhere between half an hour and an hour, and the marine layer is going to come on in here. So I don't know how much. I don't want to stay up too much later either, but yeah. So we'll just watch the graph here. Guiding showing 0.72 arc seconds error. That's better than we were seeing before. I think if I had time tonight and if I was really trying to get data, then oh, I hope I can still say that. If I have time tonight and I was really trying to get data, I would go out and run the 3-point polar alignment routine again. But really, I mean, 0.6 seconds, arc seconds of error. Probably shouldn't complain too much about that. And there we go. That's 2 minutes. Yeah, a little. I'm not very pleased with that. Yeah, no, those are definitely eggy. Let's try 180. Yeah, not super great. Despite good guiding. So, yeah, could be some flexing going on in there somewhere. That's weird. So I have to shoot new flat frames tomorrow morning. I can do that. All right. Keep those teeth flossed. So the other night with the GSO 6-incher, I was doing 2-minute exposures, like with a good level of consistency. So, yeah, these stars are quite round. So let's see, let me, so this is from the GSO version. These are, yeah, 120 seconds, super round stars. So, yeah, and that was similar guiding. So something else going on, that maybe the collimation has come out. Maybe just an anomaly in that one that I shot. Okay, this is 180. Yeah, this one's pretty bad too. Interesting. Let's drop it down to just 30 seconds. And see if we still get this elongation. If we get the same kind of elongation with 30 seconds, then we definitely have something along the lines of something more in the optics, like the collimation is shifted. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Okay. Well, it's not as bad, but it's definitely still kind of elongated. Let's shoot 10 seconds and see what we get here. Yeah, we're pixel peeping, but we're trying to diagnose and do the best we can. Yeah, even at 10 seconds, look at that. Yeah. Huh. So, yeah, I could have, my guess there, that would be like a collimation issue then. That's weird though, because I mean, it was, yeah, it just slewed around and yeah, I don't think it's when I go from, that was the 2-minute one, so that's pretty bright, and then 30 seconds. I think the amount of elongation is the same. It's just the star gets brighter and gets larger. Yeah, so consistently showing like that. Okay, let's slew back to Leo Triplet. And Atlas. What was that? One of those M62? M65, I think? Let's see. Yeah, M65. So we'll do that, and we will slew in center. The scope is hanging on the other side. You know, it's pointing north versus south. So we'll see if it get any kind of a different result when we slew back to the other side. And maybe I'll point at a couple of other targets. I don't think it meridian flipped. So we'll see how the guiding does over here too. So we'll do a 60-second exposure here on the Leo Triplet. The guiding at 0.75, so decent guiding. No, so I slewed. I'm wondering if maybe the collimation is shifting, because I did a bunch of exposures at different. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, right on. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, so I did exposures at different times and checked the star shapes, and there was like no difference in the star shapes at different times. So it wasn't trailing from bad guiding, and the guiding was pretty good the whole time. So that makes me think that the collimation is shifting. And okay, that's and yes, similarly looking egg shaped here. Yeah, I wonder I'm just gonna do a 5-minute exposure. We'll do a 5-minute exposure, why not? We'll just... I don't think... Well, it felt... I mean, it felt... It's hard to say. Like, could the mirror be actually flopping, or one of the mirrors flopping in there? I think I had them... I think I had everything pretty rigid. I think the secondary could be... there could be some slop in the secondary. There could also been a cable snag. After this 5-minute exposure, I'll check the cables. That's a quick thing you can check. You know, could be a little bit of a cable snag. No, well... Yeah, I don't think so, because I don't think a cable snag would show up as elongated stars in really short exposures. Are we seeing elongated stars on... Yeah. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, the stars were maybe not perfectly round, but they didn't look kind of oval shaped. That sort of distinctive oval shaping. These are the subs from the beehive. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I don't know. Now that I'm pixel peeping a bit more. Nah, it varies. Yeah, there's... Yeah, I'd say maybe it varies, but that it's gotten worse since moving to a new target. Yeah, the guiding didn't show anything really crazy. I didn't even try 5-minute exposures the other night with the stock GSO, so we'll see what this one looks like. I don't have high confidence in it, but we're testing and experimenting and learning tonight, and then yeah, we'll make improvements. And tomorrow night I'll have kind of the same opportunity to try again. Try to get the collimation a bit better. I just used the camera. I could use the camera and the laser to kind of... Yeah, I kind of just threw the collimation together now that I think about it.
Science.
I could try the yeah, there's a couple things I could try. And I just to check for mirror flop, I just, you know, I had the collimation camera on there and I just slewed it you know, over to one side and didn't observe any change. But honestly, I think a better thing would be just hold the telescope in your hands with the laser in there and like physically like rotate it like this. Kind of a torture test. All right, 4:52 here. We're getting there to this 5-minute exposure. The guiding has been great. Now I'm guiding really good. 0.67. Looking at a higher spot in the sky. Maybe that's the main difference for the guiding. How's this look? Yeah, oh yeah, okay. So, okay, this is definitely streaking. This is definitely, yeah, that is streaking. So, but the guiding was pretty good that whole time. So that makes me think that there's like a cable snag going on. So I'm gonna go check on that, and I'm gonna actually mute this so you don't hear it beep at me. I'll be outside.
Many people feel small because they're small and the universe is big, but I feel big because my atoms came from those stars.
So something is flexing. Star Traveler says. Flexing. Yeah. Maybe more of a culprit than cable snag. I don't think there's any way there's a cable snagging, and the cables look pretty good out there. So I think maybe need to figure out a counterweight situation. Maybe that's tomorrow's project during the day. But I would think if it's flexing, that would be reflected in the guide data. Is there a term for static tension? Yeah, static tension. Static means it's not changing. So I'm pulling on this. That would be static tension. Maybe there's some grab before the mount moves. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I could rerun the polar alignment routine. I mean, we still don't have clouds yet. Maybe I'll do that. I'm shooting a 60-second exposure right now. And I think maybe what happens if you bump up the guide capture time? Well, the guiding is, I mean, the guiding error is still good, right? 0.75. So like I'm still the guiding is, and that's where it was. That's where it was the other night with the stock GSO scope. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some eggy looking stars. Yeah, the guiding should be good enough. Like, I really think the guiding should. I really want to check the collimation, but that's super hard to do because I would have to slew the telescope, and if I mess with the collimation, then I know I'm going to throw their polar alignment off. I'd have to slew the telescope low so I can. Well, that's not true. Cool, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, Myth. Those stars are kind of round. Yeah, it's also 11. It's getting kind of late and expecting these clouds to come in. So I don't know how much more troubleshooting I want to do tonight on it. Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Let's keep in touch about possibly going out early next week, Monday, something, Monday-ish, Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Don't want to join.
Cool, man. I appreciate you. You gotta be up in 4 hours. That's crazy, dude. Have a good night. Good luck with that. Yeah, guiding is looking really nice right now. 0.64, like this is really good guiding. That's crazy, man. I can't do that. All right, that was another 2-minute exposure. Was this one round? Oh, okay. This one's looking okay. Okay, this one, I don't know why, but we're looking better now. I don't know what magic voodoo we did, but now we're maybe in the acceptable range. Huh. Okay. I'm doing another one. Do another 2 minutes. Yeah, that last one was pretty good. So I'll do another one. Minute and 40 here. Camera went to sleep. Wake up, camera. Now I'm showing 0.56 arc seconds error in guiding, so. And now I'm looking good. Okay. Let's try 5 minutes. Let's bump it up again. And while that's running, I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Oh wait, I'll run that with, just leave that up there so you can watch the graph come in. Okay, I'll be right back. right. All right. What do we got here? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's that thing. And then that thing. There I am. Now you can see me. Doesn't that make you more happy? 44. 4 minutes 44. See how this 5 minute comes out. Error 0.74 arc seconds. Error still, I mean, pretty good. Let's see what we get. And a bit elongated. Not as bad as it was. Not as bad as that first 5 minute exposure. Like this one would be usable, I think. But yeah, I mean, asking for 5 minutes out of this thing is probably a bit much, you know, regardless. So yeah, that was 120 seconds. And then 300. Yeah, just generally just kind of not stable, I think, enough. And yeah, I think I need to work on the focus on the guide scope. I can do that. What if I change to 1 second exposures? I don't know if I see much difference there. Oh, and actually running the gamma lower. That actually makes the star look more round. That might actually be better. Maybe not. Did that make it way worse? I don't know if changing this slider for the screen gamma. Okay, now it's way better. That's probably too much. See what this does. So yeah, maybe having the gamma for the screen brightness turned up, that does seem to make it better. Maybe I just had it way down way too low. Let's try 180 seconds. This might be the last one for tonight. I mean, in order to really get an idea what's going on, you really need to run this for, you really need to run it on target for a while. And yeah, maybe it's just not a very good night. It's hard to say. There's a lot of variables, right? There's variables with the scope, there's variables with the weather, and there's variables with my configuration. So it's really hard to troubleshoot and narrow things down. You really just need experience over multiple nights. So yeah, maybe pretty much every night this week. Well, at least the weather looks like several nights this week we're going to have marine layer coming in, which is at sometime between like 11 and midnight, 10 and midnight in my location. The clouds roll in, and then it's overcast in the morning, and then overcast all night, and in the morning, and then it burns off in the afternoon sometime. Typical marine layer onshore Southern California weather pattern. But that gives me a couple hours every night to get the telescope out and to play with configuration and settings. So maybe, but also there's, you know, less that, but harder to maybe easier to to troubleshoot, but harder to do anything about it, right? To work on it out in the desert, you know. So yeah, it's kind of a, is that a catch-22? It's like better but not better. But now my guiding is looking great. 0.67. Yeah, that's really good. 0.65. I should make a list like of things to work on. Guide scope focus. But I think it's okay, so that's kind of a lower priority. Collimation. Just collimation in general. Screws tight. They may not be very tight. Let's see. Counterweight. What else can I work on tomorrow during the day? Yeah, I think I want to glue the whole thing together. The individual barrel sections of the tube are not like glued together. Oh, we finished. What did I just shoot? 180 seconds. Yeah, that one finished. What does that look like? Pretty good. Okay, so we just had like a few kind of rough ones. Let's see. Do I want to call it a night? I think I should call it a night. I think I should get to bed. I didn't sleep very well last night. And I compensated with a lot of caffeine today. Including some, well, it was a little bit before starting the stream, so. But our friend Misadventures in Astro is on. So I think we should go say hi to him. It'll be nice to drop a raid over on him, even though we only have 2 viewers on Twitch, but that's okay. It'll be fun to go do that. And then I'll kind of wind down the rest of my evening with Misadventures in Astro. Thanks guys for being here. Check out the Discord if you are not on the Discord. Exclamation point Discord, or on, yeah, it's pinned at the top if you're on YouTube. The link is pinned at the top. I will post the results. Oh, I need to shoot flat frames from my list of things to do tomorrow. And I'll process the Beehive, M44 Beehive cluster image. And we can compare that with the one from the previous scope, see if there's improvements on that. Overall, I think I mean, a pretty good first light night here. Yeah, we shot the same target, even though conditions are not as good. We knew that, and you know, the guiding is still looking pretty good. So I think yeah, it's not perfect right out of the box, right off the printer, but shouldn't expect it to be. Always a couple of days to work things out. So yeah, I'll work on it a bit tomorrow. I'll work on the collimation. I think some of my collimation screws might be, particularly on the secondary mirror, the 4 collimation screws may not be tight enough. It's kind of tricky because you want them, when you're first aligning it you want them loose so you can like kind of manually turn the mirror around a little bit, and then you sort of gradually tighten the screws. But then of course adjusting the screws to tighten them adjust the collimation, so you have to like get it collimated and then tighten them all like a quarter turn or whatever, and yeah, something like that. So I that's something I can look at. Yeah, not as many kinks to work out. Yeah, just kind of little. I think a few little things to iterate on, and then we'll be much better. Be much better. So, yeah, it's kind of like this logarithmic curve, or like the last 5% of the work, you know, takes the longest, you know, or it's a bunch of little things that add up. So, yeah. I'm just waiting for one more 180-second exposure, and then I think I'm going to park the scope and bring it in, and we'll raid Misadventures in Astro. Oh, he might have some clouds on going. There's another 180 seconds, and well, that one looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. So we're, let's see, where was I? Yeah, that was that 5-minute one, and yeah, it's okay. It can work. It's working. It's, yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, I only shot a few subs of it, and the framing's not good. It was just something to point at for, you know, just to see what we can see, right? So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother with processing this one. I have a very nice Leo Triplet from the 4.5-inch scope. So, from the desert. So, I think I'll be satisfied with that. Let's try. Okay, I gotta try another 5-minute exposure. So the guiding is good, and those last 180-second exposures worked. All right, so bear with me. We'll be around for at least 5 more minutes. We'll see what we get. My friend Chill Maze is on also. Flying airplanes in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Leo Triplet image. We can take a look at that. That's not Leo Triplet. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that. My Leo Triplet image, since we were talking about that before. Let me look that up. Yeah, here it is. So this was with the DBS 114. Yeah. And this was from the dark skies, from the desert. Pretty darn nice for... This was like one of the first images I made with that scope too. So I was pretty pleased with what I was able to get out of this. I mean, there's pretty nice detail in there. I always wanted to go back and add HA data to this, and I never got around to doing that. Maybe I can do that again. Or do that with the new scope. And the 6-pointed diffraction spikes look pretty nice on that star. So yeah, that is a thing. There's other little galaxy back here, and there's like a little bit of a hamburger galaxy here has this like tail of, you know, light coming off of here, which I guess is like a tail of stars. It's very faint, and need a bit more integration time to pull that out even from the desert. But yeah, pretty nice. Thank you, Crispy. Not bad, huh? So shooting that from the, you know, from the light pollution, it won't look this good. So it won't look as good. So we're just doing test images tonight. And So that was that one. And then for kind of looking at more relevant to this stream, M101. So here's M101, the Pinwheel Galaxy. So this was shot with the GSO 6-inch Newtonian in the before state. And this was Saturday night. I guess Sunday morning, technically. This was 2-minute exposures with the UV IR filter. And for what it is, I'm like, I mean, it's pretty great. There's, you know, a lot of nice detail in here. And with more integration time, it would really, or darker skies, this would be a really nice image. Kind of compare that one to, whoop, not that one. So this is same target, same object, Pinwheel Galaxy shot with my Orion 8-inch f4, Newtonian with Canon 5D Mark II from the desert. Well, this was shot back in 2016. And honestly, it's tough to say. The field of view is narrower on here, but yeah. Anyways, there's good data there. The stars got this diffraction here, so I probably should be shooting the Pinwheel Galaxy to compare this again. Maybe I'll do that. The problem is this was I really need to shoot this like over like all night. I need like, you know, I need like from midnight until 4 in the morning is when I shot this, and that's when there's gonna be clouds. So I can't do that here. Maybe next week we go out to the desert. Maybe I'll do that. That could be pretty epic. All right, and we are getting our 5-minute exposure in here. And there we go, 5 minutes. Yeah, a little bit of shaping on those stars of 5 minutes. Yeah, so that's pushing it a bit far. 180 was pretty nice. Maybe I just kind of got to find that sweet spot, right? All right, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Stopping the guiding, and I'm gonna park the scope. A pretty good first night. Honestly, I should be pretty satisfied with that. I'll know more about my level of satisfaction tomorrow when I shoot flat frames and stack that image of the beehive, and then we can compare the two befores and afters to see. And yeah, so I'll have work to do tomorrow, which is good. I like having projects to work on. And thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. Fun night, good stream. I'm going to start a raid on Misadventures in Astro. There he is. He's looking at meteor shower. I'm pretty tired. Got to pack the stuff up and get ready for bed. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I probably won't stream. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow night. Why not? Right? I don't know. We're gonna raid in 8 seconds. You guys rock. Thanks so much. We're raiding.